Okay, we're going to be making our anchor chart. So we're going to call this anchor chart external and internal stimuli. And we're going to write these two teaks down. So 713A, investigate how organisms respond to external stimuli in the environment, phototropism and fight and flight. Flight, I should have said. Remember, we've kind of talked about this teak already when we talked about plants, but we're going to talk about it with regards to human body now. And then 713B, describe and relate response in organisms that may result from internal stimuli, wilting, fever, or vomiting. Again, we've kind of talked about both of these tics a little bit throughout the year, but we are going to cover it in response to the human. So this unit's about the human body. These tics apply to the human body also. Make sure if you need more time to write these tics down that you pause the video. If not, be moving on. Okay, so we're going to make a cause and effect map. Thinking map. So our first box that you're going to be making, remember cause and effects has boxes over here and it has boxes over here. So I'll quickly just kind of show you what it's going to look like so you can figure out how you're going to set up your page. That's what it's going to look like. So make sure you set up your page. Give yourself some room on both sides to write. But in the first box, you're going to put homeostasis and external stimuli change in the environment. Remember, homeostasis is the balance that all organisms try to acquire. So if there's an external stimuli, that would be something outside of the human, like the sun shining down and you're outside in the summertime. And there's some responses that your body's going to have to that sunlight. You might get a sunburn, right? So external would be anything outside of your body that you cannot control necessarily. The temperature in the classroom. Okay, that would be something on the outside. If it's really cold in the classroom, you're going to start to have goosebumps, which is how your body tries to warm up. Okay, so on the cause side, some of the external things that animals, plants, or ourselves might go through. Okay, so you're going to write these down. Animal breathes in toxins. And then you'll draw your arrow going to the homeostasis box. So if an animal breathes in toxins, you and me are an animal, so this would apply to us. Bear feels cool temperatures is the next one you're going to write down. And the last one you're going to write down, sun changes position on a plant or the plant. Okay, so here are the responses. So an animal breathes in toxins. One of the responses could be the animal starts to cough. Bear feels cooling temperatures. Then the bear is going to hibernate. You and me, if we feel cool temperatures, we might, like I said, with the goosebumps where our body's going to warm ourselves up, or we can go get a sweater or a sweatshirt, something like that. Okay, and then the next one, the sun changes position on the plant, and the response is the plant grows towards the light. Remember, we talked about that earlier, phototropism. Remember, photo meaning light, tropism is to grow towards. Okay, so that's our first cause and effect map that we have created. Now we're going to create the next one. So you're going to put homeostasis now and internal stimuli. Homeostasis, internal stimuli. So internal meaning inside. It's change within an organism. Okay, remember we're creating another cause and effect, so we're going to have some stuff on the right and some stuff on the left. All right, I'm going to reveal the causes. Organism has an infection. Okay, so if you get a cold, sick, something like that, has an infection. The next one, human has food poisoning. And the last one, plant lives in drought area. Make sure you've copied those down. If you need more time, please pause the video. If not, I'm moving on. Okay, so the organism has an infection. One of the responses could be a fever. That's how our body tries to heat up and try to kill off the bacteria. Also, your body's working harder, your white blood cells. So naturally, you're going to feel warmer because your body is just working harder on the inside. Okay, human has food poisoning. And the response could be vomiting, throwing up. Okay, so if you've ever had food poisoning, you know how that feels. You're going to be possibly vomiting, or there's another way that our food connects to our body very quickly. But it's not very comfortable. Okay, but that's one way we try to get rid of that bacteria. And we're creating balance again. Plant lives in drought area. Then we have wilting. Remember, we talked about wilting. And that's where the water, there's not very much water in that central vacuole. And it's not pressing against that cell wall. So the plant looks like it's limp or falling over or almost dead. Once we water the plant again, the plant regains its trigger pressure and the plant stands up and it looks healthy. Okay, remember, anytime we have thinking maps, we have to have our so what and our so why. Remember, when you're writing your so what is this map about? What is this map about? So your so what, you're going to take time and you're going to write, what is this map about? And I like to look back at my teak to kind of help me out with that. My teak, where I look in the middle. Okay? And then so why? So why is this map important? So why is this map important? Okay, so make sure you've written those. If you need to go back to any part of this video, please do so, or pause, stop as you needed.